Our next comment. Said the comment.
Alright YouTube, it's somehow, inevitably, still your boy, Ben Barrett.
And I'm Miguel Al, and we're here with yet another episode of The Weekend Escape, where we catch you up with everything that's gone on this week.
For example, I learned that you don't need to test 3 pans of porridge individually for which one is the right temperature. You can just heat one of them up, get a microwave. Come on guys.
Duh. And I learned that you can't actually break into people's homes just to use their bowls.
We were super hungry though, like real hungry.
We were really hungry.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see what went on this week in PC gaming. Are you alright, Ben?
I'm on Overwatch.
What do you mean you're in Overwatch?
Ah!
What?
I got you! If you'd been an alien, you'd be dead.
Oh.
Right.
Great! Well, did you hear what happened in Overwatch?
Oh, you mean the Kaplan essay? Do you want me to tell them about it?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Right, well, Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan wrote a 1,300-word monologue on the game's forums, which can be boiled down to kind of 2 words. Be nice.
Please.
Be nice, please. 3 words. He talked about the fact that many game developers, including those on his team, are often afraid to speak publicly about their work. Past experience has taught them to expect threats or calls for them to lose their jobs.
From the people who are supposed to be their fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, yep. Kaplan points out that the Overwatch team try to use their real names rather than online handles, and also don't hide behind their community managers doing all the communication for them. But sadly, that opens them up to more abuse.
That's awful.
Yep, not really acceptable. As much as it pains me to say it, Overwatch is in fact just a game. Blizzard games are just games.
Even WoW?
It's just, you know what, don't put words in my mouth, okay?
Hey, I had to try. Did you hear about Untitled Goose Game?
No, what is it?
Can you not work it out?
It's a video game. And you play as a goose.
And what are geese?
Arseholes.
That's right! So this is a game about being an arsehole goose, terrorising gardeners, stealing keys and dropping sandwiches in the pond.
So it's kind of a stealth game.
Yeah, like a social stealth game, or like an anti-social stealth game, I suppose.
Now that's what I call a game of the year, more like.
Hey, did you hear it's the 20th anniversary of Fallout this week? We've been celebrating it all across the site.
Yeah. 20 years since the bombs dropped. 2 decades since I found shelter in this very studio. I've been safe here ever since, although I can't help but wonder what the world outside is like.
I mean, you are kidding, right? I mean, I knew you were living here, but I thought it was like a rent thing.
Rent. It's kind of funny, the concepts we thought were important before the nuclear apocalypse. It's all bottle caps now, of course.
But the world's still here, Ben. We're making this video for the people of the internet to watch.
Of course, oh, of course. Yes, I'm so grateful to you for making these broadcasts with me, knowing there's nobody left out there to hear them. Really helps keep my spirits up, One day we'll.
Right, yep, sure. Since we're on the subject, let's take a look back at some of the best Fallout vaults we've ever seen. You've heard of Gary's mod. Now get ready for Gary's
With one arm.
Vault. Should you stumble upon this vault, a dozen Garys will try and attack you. Most of them aren't armed, mind you, but this vault does have 3 times the normal armory stock and no entertainment recordings, so you do the maths. Vault 108 was originally overseen by Brody Jones, who had a rare form of cancer that was going to kill him within a few years. No other positions of authority were assigned, and the power supply was scheduled to malfunction after 240 months. In short, the original residents were doomed. All except Gary. Gary was repeatedly cloned in an experimental procedure by the Vault scientist, but each Gary was more hostile than the last. After the 53rd Gary, the staff noticed the observation rooms were becoming full, and the 54th Gary injured a supervisor during an examination. The last plan that we know of was their idea to destroy some of the clones to make room for many more tests. But I get the inkling that this plan didn't quite work.
You probably know that the world of Fallout diverged from our own sometime during the 1950s. You can tell it's an alternate history because here, people actually bought into VR. Now that's science fiction. On the day the bombs fell, the residents of Vault 112 were escorted into virtual reality pods, where they now live out their days in a simulation of the white picket world they left behind. But as the sepia tone suggests, this suburban street isn't everything it appears. As it turns out, it's the latest of several virtual worlds built by the Vault's board overseer. Each time, he'd eventually tire of playing and kill off the Vault's population, virtually of course, before wiping their memories and starting again. Let's be honest, any SimCity player with access to meteors has done far worse.
Located in the Mojave Wasteland, Vault 11 was a strange place to be. The inhabitants were told that they must sacrifice one of their peers each year, and if they were to refuse, then they'd all be killed. Lovely. This was a bluff. If they had refused to sacrifice a fellow dweller, then an automated solution response would have been played, telling them that they were a shining example to humanity and that no one would be killed. They would also have been told that the door was unlocked and that they could come and go as they pleased. Hooray! However, as it turns out, by the time the dwellers decided to stop sacrificing one another, only 5 remained. Those who survived argued over whether suicide would be the only way to punish themselves for their actions, but one wanted to use their newfound freedom as a way to tell others. An audio log has the 5 of them arguing, and ends with 4 gunshots. Only 4 bodies can be found in the entrance of the vault.
Boston's Vault 114 wasn't finished in time for the apocalypse, which is a real shame. Vault-tec seriously outdid themselves on the social experimentation front this time. This vault was reserved for high-ranking members of government and rich businessmen. And who was appointed to oversee Boston's upper class? Somebody with no management experience and a thing against authority. Delicious. The applicant Vault-tec picked for the role went by the name of Soup Can Harry. He refused to give his legal name since, that's how they get you. He accepted the position too, but warned Vault-tec that he wouldn't be wearing no goddamn tie. Or pants. Good on you, Harry.
Vault 81 is perhaps the strangest of all. Why? Well, it worked. Visit the place in Fallout 4 and you'll find a community of sane vault dwellers, all wearing their regulation jumpsuits and going about their business. So why did the sadists at Vault-tec stay their hand this time? Predictably, they didn't. Vault 81 survived only because the bad thing in store for it failed to happen. The company had installed a secret second vault in which a team of scientists was supposed to monitor and expose the residents to various horrible diseases. But the first overseer had a slight ethical problem with that. So when the bombs fell, she accidentally on purpose forgot to call the scientists. It's only her quiet heroics that saved the vault from extinction.
Yep, you're right, Ben. Yep, you're right, Ben.
Oh, my beautiful voice. Oh, thank you.
No, I thought you were
Nice.
segueing into the sail bit, which is happening now, with the song Sail. I thought that's what you were going for. Is that not what you were going for?
Oh, yes. Yeah, the sale on Steam. Yeah. Tell me what's on sale this time, Steam, Alice.
Brilliant, good. Well, first up is a character who's had more reboots than Lara Croft.
I thought we said it was neck and neck.
No, we're not making this joke again. We're not doing that.
Which Batman game is on sale this week? I don't know.
Batman: The Enemy Within is on sale till 10th of October with 15% off.
Ooh.
It is very exciting. The latest Batty chapter is from the award-winning Telltale Games. It forces both Bruce Wayne and Batman into uncomfortable and precarious new roles. The Riddler is back and terrorizing Gotham City, but his weird and gross puzzles are merely foreshadowing a greater crisis.
Batman always has it under control, though, right? He'll be fine. Gotham will be fine. Everyone will be fine.
I tell you who won't be fine. The lead character, you, in the game Narcosis.
That's not a reassuring name for a game.
Nope, and it's on sale until the 11th of October with 50% off.
Okay, what's its story?
Well, stranded at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, you're alone on the seafloor with low light and only a few tools. You play as an industrial diver who takes desperate steps to resurface before his oxygen and sanity run out.
Brilliant. How about a less dread-filled game?
Sure, what have you got for me?
Blackwood Crossing, which is on sale until 9th of October with 35% off.
Sounds kind of creepy still.
It's a story-driven first-person adventure game exploring the fragile relationship between orphan siblings Scarlet and Finn. It's an intriguing and emotive tale which follows them as their paths cross with a mysterious figure. An ordinary train ride evolves into a magical story of life, love, and loss.
Not creepy then. Sounds sad. Very sad.
You know what improves my mood no end?
What, Ben?
Patch notes. Now, one of the games that I've devised to pass the time until the Earth is habitable again, as we all know, that's going to take some time, is TLDR.
Right, and this week I'm asking you to tell us, the people at home watching this as well.
Yes, the imaginary people that you've made up to make me feel better.
The real people who watch us on the internet.
Oh god.
Tell us everything that's happened with Fortnite this week.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Hopefully so.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go!
Okay, they added duos to the Battle Royale mode. They also made assault rifles more accurate. They also made crouching more accurate while using assault rifles. There's some fixes to server crashes.
Right.
I'm sure there's some other things as well.
Stop.
Okay.
You did good though.
Fine. Thank
That
you.
was awesome.
Right. Well, this week, you're going to tell me what happened in Overwatch.
Oh, yeah?
And here's script number 1, and you're not getting that.
Okay.
And here's script number 2, you're not getting that either.
Okay.
So what are you going to do about it, huh?
All right.
What's your plan? What's your big plan, Alice?
And 3, 2, 1, go!
They made it so ult depletes immediately upon casting. They're kind of nerfing Valkyrie. Diva's got a new way to use her boosters. Tracer's blink was changed. They've done something to do with bots.
And you're done.
Wait, wasn't there... Woo! Ben's fan mail! It's my favourite bit.
Yep, you're right. It's time for Ben's fan mail.
No. Wait, hang on. You're agreeing with me.
Well, yeah. If you can't beat him, join him, right? We've needed a name for this for a while, so.
Yeah, but I mean, this isn't any. You're fine with the name Ben's fan mail.
Well, yeah.
Okay. What's first?
Well, first is from Dr. Zippy Mascoots on an older video of ours. How to install an SSD. It's from way back in August, but I honestly couldn't resist this one. They seem to be extremely, what is the word? British.
Wait. They're saying that Dave and Rich are quite British.
Yes.
I'm not saying it.
No? Well, I mean, there's us British with our British accents, and then there's you know, Jeremy and Kirk British.
No, it's quite different. Hang on, do you mean those animations that we speak to sometimes to make ourselves feel better and sort of forget the abyss?
They're honestly real people, Ben.
I really hope not, because honestly that was pretty rude.
What's up next?
Well, over on Matt's lovely video about 5 reasons that Assassin's Creed Origins is an RPG now, Sean L says, fantastic video. Thanks for the walkthrough.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Matt did go into a lot of depth actually, and it has made me want to go and pick up a copy when it comes out.
Alice, it's never going to come out. The end of the world has happened. Everyone who was working on it is dead.
No.
Alice, video games don't exist anymore.
Our final comment comes from Bob on last week's episode, and I think you'll like this one. He says...
The video games era. They're dead.
He says...
They're all dead.
He says, Ben rapidly becoming my new king of the internet.
OMG! Bob is now my favourite person.
But I thought you thought I wrote all the comments because the internet's not real, nothing exists anymore, and nobody is around.
Yeah, you really got me there. Well done. Almost felt joy again, Alice. Good work.
But Ben, the
Good
world
work.
hasn't ended. Honest, please, come back to us.
Alice, the last time I followed the advice of a friend, I never saw real daylight again.
I mean, there's a window right there.
Real daylight. Alice, you've done a really good job with this. That light in the window.
You mean daylight?
Yeah, but it's not real, obviously, given there's barely any sun anymore. So I'm saying, you know, well done on making the artificial light look so real.
You're welcome, I guess.
No worries.
But Ben,
What?
it's time to end the show.
Oh, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Yes, and fine. And goodbye from the bunker.